Hello everyone, welcome to this special live event today where we're going to be revealing the peculiar but profitable products, the kind of things that we're selling that you can sell as well to make an absolute fortune with. We're also going to be recapping on the method that our students have been using to get absolutely astonishing results. Now, if you've been on a workshop with us already, or if this is your first time, we've got you covered because we're going to be recapping some of the main parts of the workshops that we have been running over the past few days. But we've also got new things as well, like the products that we're going to be revealing, like a live demo of our absolutely amazing software. I think you're going to be just blown away by that. So we've got those things coming further in the call. Now, three promises for you today. These are three things that we promise to deliver over the next hour or so. We're going to reveal 10 boring and unsexy products that earn thousands every single month. Okay, that's the first promise. The second promise is to give you a live demo of our secret weapon, Profit Hunter. You're going to see this bad boy working and you're going to see just how powerful it is and why we are so excited about it. And the third promise, well, this one's actually kind of like a triple promise because there's lots baked in here, but we're going to expose the major problem with the top 100 bestseller myth, to reveal the unorthodox way to find products, and to show you how you can stay ahead of the competition without best sellers. Okay. Now, we have got a huge amount to cover, so I'm just going to keep diving forward here. And for those of you that don't know me or don't know us, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of who we are. That's me on the left there. My name is Aidan Booth, and I'm there with my three partners, Steve Clayton, Chris Keefe, and Todd Snively. You'll hear more from Todd shortly. Now, you might be able to guess from my accent, I am from New Zealand. I live in Argentina nowadays with my wife and our one-year-old son. And I started my online business because I was after geographic freedom. I wanted to be able to live anywhere in the world like a digital nomad, working from my laptop, and that's what I was able to do. Now, I partnered with Steve about 6 years ago, and we've been running a multi-million-dollar e-commerce business ever since. Steve and I, after we joined forces, shortly after we met with Chris and Todd. Now, Todd's got a long history of online e-commerce, getting started in 2002. He did over $1 million in his first year online using eBay. Okay. Now, we've got to know each other kind of through a series of fortunate events. We built our first business together, the four of us, back in 2014, and we've been working closely with each other ever since. Now, what we're talking about today is called the seven-figure cycle. It's a very special cyclical e-commerce system that we use to earn a lot of money, and our students have used it to earn an enormous amount of money as well. So I'm going to hand it over to Todd in just a second. Todd, if you want to get ready and take the screen, and in the meantime, I'll just wrap up, a bit more about the seven-figure cycle. Now, what we did putting this program together was we did a huge amount of testing. We brought on beta students, we analyzed trends, we brainstormed ideas. We got together in person. We were together in New York a couple of times earlier in 2017. We built up entire warehouses and logistics centers. We refined all of our processes, and what we ended up with was the seven-figure cycle. Okay, so with that said, Todd's going to now dive into the meat of the presentation. I'm going to be back here in the background answering questions along with Steve. So, Todd, take it away.
Thanks so much, Aidan. And yeah, like Aidan said, you guys, hang in there. The ones who have seen this presentation before, we're going to be demoing the live software here in a few minutes and showing you some of the kinds of products that we're buying and selling like gangbusters every single day. So for those of you first time here, welcome. Okay, welcome. And as Aidan said, 2017 was a great year. This is a screenshot from one of our Seller Central accounts. And what's really cool about this one is that the methods we're showing you here today were utilized to generate over the $5 million in revenue in 2017. But what's really, really cool is that 2018 has started out even stronger than last year. And part of the reason for this is because of that snowball effect. So let's take a quick 10,000 foot view again, at how this program works, because it's radically different from anything we've heard of before. It's got nothing to do with overseas suppliers or large minimums or building a brand or even tying up money for long periods of time. The system doesn't require you to spend money on advertising or to have a website, and you won't waste any time building that brand. Quite simply, we're going to tell you how, what, and where to buy already existing branded inventory at wholesale prices that will sell fast, and how to send it down to Amazon to have them do all the fulfillment for you and utilize that traffic of Amazon to sell these items fast, to earn profits and get that money every 2 weeks so that you can take it and do it all over again. We do this in a way that no one else is doing it. So please get ready and pay attention. For example, one of the tactics that we use is to only buy products that will sell out within one cycle. That way you get back what you invested into the inventory along with all of your profit. We then take that new, larger sum of money and put it all back into more inventory that will also sell out during the next cycle. Then after a few cycles, even starting out with just small amounts of money can quickly snowball into larger numbers. Now, this chart looks really intimidating, I know, but the simple reality of it is that with this system, you could take just $100 of an initial inventory purchase and turn it into $265,940 after just 1 year. This is due to the magic of something that I jump up and down about to get people to understand, called inventory turns. You cannot underestimate the importance of knowing this concept and implementing inventory turns into your business. You can't be investing in inventory that sits there for months waiting to sell. That's a huge problem, right? Especially for people that are involved in something called private labeling, where they have their name put on it and then they bring it over to the United States, right? When you do that, you have to buy large quantities, which means you are sometimes buying 6 months worth at a time. When you're doing that, you can only turn your investment twice a year. With our program, you can turn it every cycle, and starting with $500 would get you to 1.3 million within a year by simply properly turning your inventory. And we've been able to turn around a lot of existing Amazon businesses by showing them how to implement this one concept alone. And please understand, this is not our first rodeo. We have a private group that we've been working with so that they could learn these techniques and implement them under our supervision. Our 517 students had simply amazing results. As we said, 2017, $125 million of revenue. That's an average of $241,806 per student, right? And as always the case, some did better than that, some did worse. We have everything in between. Let's take a quick peek. All right, this gentleman last year generated over $3 million. Michaela, $63,000 in a month. How about this guy? $208,000 in the United States and 161,000 pounds in the UK. And can you imagine doing over $432,000 in just 30 days? Now, this is possible because of that snowball effect that we talked about earlier. How about Nigel? I helped Nigel out. He lives in the UK, right? But because it doesn't matter where you live, you could be on the last island of the Aleutian chain of the state of Alaska, still be able to do this because it doesn't matter. Nigel was able to have a $10,000 day because of our system and what we were able to show him. And remember, he started in the exact same spot where you may be right now. Brand new seller, right? Just listening to how this is done. And he took some action and was able to have some good success. Now, what you're going to discover today are what we call the 3 big secrets of this boring method of selling products on Amazon, right? Secret number 1, we're going to debunk this best seller myth, which is actually the backwards way to finding winning products, all right? You're going to learn today the core idea and difference with why our method is the most surefire way to guarantee a successful sale on Amazon. And when you see the live demo of our software, you're going to understand why. All right. Let everybody else beat their heads against the wall and literally each other trying to sell super popular products at really small margins dealing with manufacturers that are sick of hearing from them because all they want to sell is the super popular stuff, right? It's just crazy. I mean, believe me, we're going to show you a much better way. Now, after we learn about the products that are going to be less competitive, in secret number 2, you need to understand why these suppliers need your help getting their products to market and exactly where to find them. Now, this is important because many people believe that all of the great supplier relationships are established. And in the second secret, I'm going to squash that belief, show you exactly how to find these suppliers quickly. And you'll come to understand why there's more wholesale suppliers out there than all the sellers on Amazon could ever possibly corner the market on. Finally, after we find those suppliers, we're going to have access to literally tens and tens of thousands of products to buy at wholesale prices. We need to be able to filter through them to find only the products that will be profitable and will sell. Now, these are the big boy tricks. I mean, it's the stuff you've always wondered about, and we're going to pull that curtain back today for you and show you how our software cuts right to the chase and accomplishes this. This, I predict, is simply going to blow you away. And then finally, in secret number 3, we're going to discuss the secret formula for finding gold to virtually guarantee you find a product that's going to sell at a profit in under 10 minutes. Plus all of the questions that you need to ask to guarantee that that product's going to be a winner. And I know you've never seen what I'm going to show you here in a little bit. And it's one of the reasons why I do have a lot of fun. I get excited, I talk fast. If you have questions, please put them in the chat box, okay? Because I'm going to go really quick here. Now, I'm going to cover how to find these products that will sell well for you on Amazon, but doing it in a way that nobody else is doing it, okay? So in order for us to really understand why the method I'm going to show you works so well, we first need to understand what the majority of other sellers are doing on the market and why that method doesn't make any sense. Now, you may have heard this before, but the common rule of thinking for finding products to sell on Amazon is to find popular products and sell them on your own. This is called the best seller method. And while it sounds simple, it's really quite hard. And as you start researching products to sell, they tell you to go to a category that you want to sell in, find the top 100 best sellers list, and then select products that have lots of reviews. And lots of reviews is the key indicator that it should have lots of sales, right? Then though, they tell you that once you find this product, you're supposed to go at that point and try to find a wholesale distributor to sell that product to you. I mean, that might even sound familiar to you, right? This method just does not work for the vast majority of folks who have tried it. Like we've said, wholesale distributors do not need sellers for their best selling products. They're drowning in those kinds of sellers. They need sellers to move the mainstream products, the less popular products. There's already too many sellers selling the top 100 products. I mean, think about it. Those sellers on the top 100, they crash the prices, profits get slashed, and they end up making pennies. It's just no good, okay? Or if you can't find that distributor, they tell you, okay, no problem. Go to China, have something similar made, slap your name on it, and you now have what's called a private label product. But that takes a long time and a lot of money, okay? I mean, you spend months doing research, ordering samples, waiting for the samples to arrive, having to get more samples. Finally, what you end up doing is placing a large order, because that's how factories work. You pay for it all in advance, and then you wait for the freight to sail across the ocean, clear customs, and finally be delivered. Then you have to hope that it's going to sell, because it's a brand new page at Amazon that nobody's ever seen, and they're not going to be able to find, okay? Well, here's our better, more improved way, the boring process. It's a little backwards from the typical approach. We're going to pick a category that we want to sell in, but rather than drilling down and narrowing our focus to the top 100, we immediately start searching for suppliers and wholesalers to work with, ones that are ready to ship those products out within 24 hours that are all US based, right? And all of these products already exist on Amazon. We don't have to create a page, take pictures, write titles, nothing. We just get the list of stuff that we can buy from these wholesale distributors. We take a look at all the costs of the sale, calculate which ones are going to be profitable, and figure out which ones are going to make us money before we have to buy anything. Finally, we're going to ship small amounts to test if that product's going to sell. And if the product sells well, we simply scale our efforts. All right. Now, secret number 2 explains that these suppliers do need our help getting the mainstream products to market. Again, everybody wants to sell the super popular stuff. They need help moving the stuff that's not as popular, but yet it's still in demand. And it's a mistake for anyone to assume they already have great distributors like you and me. And here's what I mean. There's literally thousands of distributors to choose from in each niche. So to believe that all of the good ones are taken simply isn't true. But before you approach a distributor to become a vendor, you need to understand where they are in the supply chain and where you can add value. Because distributors, they're set up to work directly with manufacturers to purchase their items in bulk. They're really good at warehousing. They're really good at logistics. What they're not great at is dealing with the fulfillment to the end user, right? The tens of thousands of people that buy stuff. They're not used to that kind of shipping. They're not used to customer service. They don't want to sell on Amazon. They don't have their own web stores. They're good at dealing with manufacturers at large quantities, logistics, and warehousing, okay? This is where we come in because we're the connection between the distributor and that end user consumer. Our value add is market reach, okay? Have you ever gone to a trade show and you see all of these distributors there? Do you know why they're there? Because they want market reach. They need additional distribution. They're terrible marketers. I mean, to prove this, all you need to do is a simple search and take a look at these legitimate distributor websites, and you realize it's not their main priority. In fact, for us to even find them, we need to do a little digging to reach the legitimate distributors, because it's not as simple as doing a Google search, right? The people that show up on page 1 and 2 of Google for wholesale distributor tend to be the ones really good at search engine optimization, and they tend not to be legitimate wholesale distributors. They buy from legitimate wholesale distributors, mark up the pricing, and then sell to you because you found them in Google, right? You found them on page 1. So right now, let me show you how this process works. Here's the best way that we've found to identify an endless list of legitimate wholesale distributors in any niche. So to do that, here's what you do. First, pick a category on Amazon that you want to sell in. Then you need to identify trade associations for that niche. Finally, we go to those distributors' websites that we find through the trade association and become a wholesale customer. So real quick, do you guys want me to walk you through an example, show you an actual supplier that you could work with right now? Give me a yes in the chat box. Let me grab a little water. Yes, yes. Hey, Richard, how's it going, man? Oh, boy, lots of yeses. You guys are with me. Who else do I know here? Bunch of familiar names. Wadi, what's going on, buddy? All right, let's see. Jan, Jason, wow. Names I can't even pronounce. I apologize. I'm not even going to try. Okay. Yep, it's just plain water today. All right, great. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, the first step is you do want to go to Amazon. Pick a category that you want to sell in. So if you go to the URL on the slide, you're going to see all the categories. And the ones you want to concentrate on are the 2 columns on the right, the ones that start with home, garden, and tools, right? So for this example, we're going to pick pet supplies under home and garden. So instead of like drilling down and trying to find the top 100 list for pet supplies, right? What we're going to do instead is go searching for wholesale distributors, right? Suppliers for pet supplies. In order for us to find the best way to contact legitimate wholesale suppliers, we're going to search for our niche and trade association in Google. All right, so for pet supplies, simply search for pet supply trade associations. All right, for sporting goods, sporting good trade associations, right? Kitchen stuff trade associations, right? So why are we looking for trade associations rather than just searching for pet supply distributors? Well, the key here is simplicity and legitimacy. Companies who join these trade associations have to pay for their membership, which makes them a more qualified supplier. Because there's lots of, like I said, shady distributors out there that aren't true wholesale distributors, and you don't want to do business with them. This is the best way to avoid that, okay? Because these trade associations have some standards. They're going to do some vetting, and they're going to make sure everybody's legitimate that comes in, because their name's at risk there, right? So these guys are going to have a list of all of their members, and you'll be able to contact members through that list. Because remember, distributors aren't marketers, right? So they depend on these associations to give them some exposure. So for this example, let's take a look at PETA, the Pet Industry Distributors Association. Once we go to their website, the trade association website, what we're looking for is their member directory. Sometimes it's a link in the header, sometimes it's a link in the footer, sometimes it's in a submenu. Sometimes you got to call them and just say, hey, dude, how do I access your members directory? Because I'm looking to do some business with some of your members, right? So once you get into the directory, there's usually bunches of ways to search. I like searching by state, right? My warehouses are in Michigan. So if I can find distributors close to my Michigan warehouse, I'm going to get my stuff faster. That's the bottom line. So I searched Ohio and I found 8 distributors. All right. One of them is UTM Distributing. Now, the cool thing about this directory is it's going to have the name, all the information you need to contact, address, website, even sometimes specific people. All right. So let's take a look at these guys. Once you go over to their website, what you're really looking to see if the company has a wide range of products for us to sell. Right off the bat, we see they have all kinds of categories: dog, cat, bird, fish, horse, even small pet. That's a real good sign. More categories, more products, right? You can even dig down and see they have tons of subcategories. So we know there's plenty of items that these guys have. Now, what you're going to find out is it doesn't take much to become a dealer with the wholesale distributors at all. They just want to make sure you're not some individual looking to get a great deal for your own personal use. They want you to resell the stuff, okay? So usually it just takes a few minutes. They either have an online form or you just call them, talk to a sales rep, and get an account set up, right? So within a few minutes, we filled out the information for these guys that they needed, and we became a registered wholesale customer. And what's really cool is they're a legitimate wholesale distributor of pet supplies. Now, learning this process is good for you because, as you can see, it only takes a few minutes if you know what to do, right? And who you should be dealing with. So you can repeat that exact process that I just showed you for any niche. Doesn't matter what you want to sell. And then you can go open up as many accounts as you want. And then almost immediately, and the most important thing is, you're going to have access to literally, eventually, hundreds of thousands of wholesale products at wholesale pricing that you can purchase and resell on Amazon. And this way, you never have to worry about going out and building a brand or creating a product from scratch, because these products exist on Amazon, all right? They're there. You're not making a page. You're not writing a title. You're not writing bullet points. You're not taking pictures. You're not optimizing it to try to be found in the search engines. These products are already searchable. They already have sales. They show up when people put keywords into the Amazon search box. All that's missing is you and your offer, okay? And I'm telling you, there's literally no glass ceiling. You can find an unlimited number of suppliers and products, right? There's over 500 million products on Amazon right now. And the vast majority of them are the kind of stuff that we're talking about that's available through wholesale distribution. So literally, we could train 10,000 brand new Amazon sellers right now on how to find these wholesale distributors, how to search for the right products, and it wouldn't make a dent in the opportunity that's available to all of us today. For example, after we registered with UTM Distributing, they gave us a list, everything they sell, and said, here, tell us what you want to buy. Just within minutes, I had access to over 18,000 products, 93 different pet-related brands, just from this one distributor. Can you start to see the limitless potential with our approach to finding products to sell on Amazon? I mean, can you start to see how much less risk this is than trying to create your own product from scratch? Now, obviously, I'm not going to be purchasing 18,000 products because I don't know which ones I'm going to be able to sell for a profit. Not yet, anyways. And I already know what you're probably thinking right now. You're thinking, okay, Todd, so how do I filter through all of these products to know which ones will actually sell and sell fast and sell at a profit? Now listen, I've been doing this for a long time, since 2002. And I learned never play the guessing game when it comes to e-commerce, right? Well, this thing looks nice to me. I guess it'll sell. Oh, I like this, so other people should like it. I guess it'll sell. When you play that game, you become part of the statistic of failed businesses, right? I've stepped over lots of strewn bodies on the battlefield of e-commerce, right? This is why I've spent years figuring out the best way to predict costs, predict which items are gonna sell, so I don't ever have to guess if a product is gonna make money. And that's where secret number 3 comes in. In secret number 3, you're gonna learn the formula to finding this gold, virtually guaranteeing that you're gonna be able to find a product, lots of products, that are gonna sell at a profit and do it all in less than 10 minutes. And of course, not all of the good products are already taken. Now, the real problem when we get to this phase of product research is that people are simply overwhelmed with all of the products and pricing. They simply don't know the right way to filter through and find the stuff that's going to make them money. And like I said, in the case of UTM distributing, not all those 18,000 are going to be winners. And you have to figure out which ones are. In the case of selling on Amazon, there's a lot of miscellaneous fees you got to account for. Those aren't always easy to predict. So right now, there should be some questions going through your mind, like, well, how do I know if I'm actually going to make a profit on a product? How do we account for those Amazon fees? And what about inbound and outbound shipping? Doesn't it cost money to get this thing to somebody? All right. So this is all valid stuff, and we're going to address it, but it can be really overwhelming if you don't have a system in place that'll do this for you. So what I'm going to do for you now is show you an exact step-by-step system for how you can filter through these products to find ones that are going to make you money. Now, focus, please, pay attention. This is probably the most valuable part of the entire presentation. I don't want to get a bunch of emails, right, saying, hey, Todd, brother, go over this again just for me. All right, I'm going to go over it right now. So make sure you got your notepad out, be ready to take some notes. If you have questions, throw them in the chat box. The guys are standing by, because this is where the magic happens, okay? Now, like most things, there's an easy way and a hard way to evaluate profit, okay? I mean, there is a process on how to take that list of inventory from UTM, for example, that had 18,000 products on it, and analyze them one at a time. Now, it's a real pain in the butt, right? But it's how people who don't really understand how to scale, right, much less how our system works, it's how they have to do it. Because most of the tools out there are designed to do it one at a time. So when you're looking for products to sell on Amazon, we need to take a quick look at the old way, okay? So the old way is to take that inventory sheet the supplier gave you and locate the UPC code. Every product has a UPC code, okay? You're going to search Amazon with that UPC code, because Amazon is a UPC code based system, and it's going to find the product for you. You copy down the Amazon special identification number, right, which is on the page, and how much that product is currently selling for. You're then going to Google Amazon FBA revenue calculator, because Amazon has a tool that allows you to see if a product is going to be profitable or not, based on what it's selling for and the cost you can buy it for. But guess what? It only does it one product at a time. So why is that? It's because Amazon knows that's how most sellers do this business. They input one product at a time and hit the button, and they analyze the data. So once you enter that information, Amazon's going to tell you how much it's going to cost to fulfill that product on your behalf, and all of the fees based on the selling price. You already entered what the thing costs, so they're going to tell you whether or not you're going to make a profit or make a loss. The loss is a ugly red number. The profit is a happy green number, okay? And let you in on another little secret. You're going to go through a lot of red ugly numbers before you get to a green number doing it this way, because not everything's going to be profitable. You're digging for gold. That's how you have to think about it. It's not quite needle in a haystack, but when you got 18,000 products and maybe only 500 of them are really good today to buy, then it's a bit of a needle in the haystack. And it's a real pain in the butt, All right. Plus, as much as I would love to say that you're done after you found that profitable product, the truth is you're not. There's still some additional criteria that you need to look at, like who's selling it, how many sellers, are they FBA, how many customer reviews, and most importantly, how many monthly sales does that product get anyway? Because I think you'll all agree with me, it can be super, super profitable, but if nobody's buying it, it does you no good whatsoever. So all of this information is really important to decide whether or not we want to buy that particular product and sell it on Amazon. Now, you're probably thinking, Todd, who's going to do this for 18,000 products? Well, the answer is there's probably a lot of people who will do it, right? Because they want to avoid the agony and frustration of maybe going through private label and failing there, right? Maybe they've already had a bad private label experience. Maybe they don't have the money to do private label, right? So there's people that'll do it. But for us, how do we make this easier and simpler to get the data that we need right away? I mean, we want profitable products right away, and then we want to be able to scale safely, right? I mean, wouldn't it be nice if we could press a button to get all of this data for us from an entire list of products in a matter of minutes? Wouldn't that be cool? If you think that would be cool, please give me a cool in the chat box. I'm gonna grab some more water while you're doing that. Cool, cool, cool. All right, Mona, John, Jay, Nate, Ray, Barb, eBooks, Eric, Melissa. Melissa gave me a long cool. hundreds of cools running in. Coolest, Trey Cool from Norman. Thank you. Cool from Rob in Hawaii with a K. Hey, buddy. Got some good spring water here. Well, yeah, of course it's going to be cool, right? Absolutely. I mean, we thought the same thing. That's why after years of doing this, we finally created a solution to handle this entire process for us. And we've continued to evolve these solutions. So we've got the best solution, all right? And I'm really excited to share it with you because the tool that I'm about to show you streamlines this entire process. So now we can find profitable products in a matter of minutes instead of days or hours. All right. You guys want to see a demo of this tool? If you guys are ready for a demo, give me a yes in the chat box. Yes, hallelujah, yepper, amen. All right. All right, hell yes. All right, heck yeah, there we go. All right, let me go ahead. Let me get to my desktop. Bear with me 1 second as we do the technical two-step here. And we are going to go right here. Okay. Can everybody see my 7-figure cycle Profit Hunter tool? Can you guys see it? Yep. All right, you can see it. Cool. All right. This is the tool. All right. And I know it looks like really, really simple, but let me tell you something, man. You guys are going to just fall in love with how this thing just spits gold out to you. All right. Step 1, quite simple. Pick a supplier. Now, these can be our suppliers, your suppliers. We'll cover that more later. But just pick a supplier that you want to deal with. All right. Now, I don't know if you caught what just happened, but this sucker, our program, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing. It amazes me. This program just searched through the 12,000 products that were in this particular supplier file and said to me, you should really look at these 86 today. Okay. So you got to understand, based on me just hitting that supplier, it just did all of the research and said, oh yeah, these are the 86 that are going to make you $13,000 a month in profit. All right. Now I can filter this a little more. I don't want to look at 86 products. I just came home from maybe working a job or two. Right. I just got a hug and a kiss on the cheek from my wife, my meal. We had dinner. You know, I rolled around on the ground with my Rugrats for a little bit, right? I'm going to maybe watch a little TV. It's going to be about 9:30 at night, and I got 10 minutes to do this business, okay? So I don't want to look at 86 products. So I'm going to use these simple-to-use sliders, and I'm going to knock it down even just a little bit more. Now, I like no less than 20% margin, all right? Now I have just keyed in on 9 products to look at right now at this very second, okay? I run this file again in 20 minutes, I might get different products, but let's look at these 9 right now. I just hit the next next button. You see what just happened? I now have 9 products to look at, but I'm still lazy. Just show me the ones that are going to make me the most profit per month. All right, now it's ranked the most profit per month. All right, man, I'm starting to get excited because this says I can make $544 with this one stinking product. What is this anyway? What is this? Ice maker braided something or other. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let me check some details. Oh, there's a picture. I see what it kind of looks like now. Oh, here's my price. Here are the fees, all automatically calculated for me. Here's the cost. This guy, my supplier. I know who this supplier is. He's going to sell me this product. Here's how much I'm going to make, and it's a 25% margin. Where else are you going to get 64% ROI? Okay, well, what about all those other questions? What about all that other bit of information we got to know? Hit the competition tab. 9 sellers, none of them competitive. We'll cover all of that in the training. Don't worry about it. Just know that this thing could make me $544 a month. How long did that take me to find this? All right, I don't think it's taken 2 minutes yet. All right, so anyway, okay, what do I want to do now? I want to do a little confirmation, right? Maybe I'll pop over to Amazon and take a look. Is this thing for real? There it is. There it is, selling for 20 bucks. All right, okay, we can do a little more stuff. We'll cover it in the training, but it's there. It's real, okay? So now what do I want to do? Well, I think I probably want to buy this thing, right? Okay, I only have so much money because I'm on a bit of a limited base budget, but maybe I'll get this other one too. But for right now, let me just exclude all of these other products because all I want to do is get my steel ice maker connectors down to FBA, all right? So I've checked. It's not being sold by Amazon. I've checked this other stuff. Don't worry, we're going to train you on that. Next, I just want to buy, okay? On the other screen, I figured out how many to buy, but I'm going to do a small test order. I just want 10, okay? It's going to cost me 82 bucks. I'm confirming that now, all right? I'm confirming I want to buy 10, all right? And it's going to take me to the next screen where we're going to be able to put in our purchase request, send it down to our warehouse for you, and then send it down to your FBA account. Was that hard? Was that difficult? I don't think it was, all right? I mean, it was that simple. It's really cool. It's really fast. That's how it works.
Hey, Todd,
right.
I just can't resist but jump in here because we've had so many people commenting in the chat box just about how amazing that demonstration was. So, yeah, guys, I mean, you saw it. It took Todd, I was timing him. It took him 3 minutes and 31 seconds to do that demo. So I'm guessing that if he wasn't talking about it, he probably could have done it in like 1 minute 30 or something. And I can't remember how many products. I think it was 86 products that he identified. That is absolutely amazing. Sorry to jump in there, Todd.
No, that's okay. I mean, I would have had time to get into bed before my woman fell asleep for a change. You know, I mean, that's how fast it is. Okay, so as many as you want. Boom, you're done, right? So it doesn't matter if you have 50 bucks or 80 bucks or 500 bucks. I could have spent that money easy. I could have just kept going, right? But we'll cover all of that in the training. Did you guys like that demo? I mean, did that exceed whatever your expectations could have possibly been for our tool? Because I know a lot of you have been like, gosh, does this thing really work? Is it that easy? Ah, it was pretty awesome, wasn't it? I mean, we got some OMGs, some truly amazing, awesome, Todd, very easy. Okay, so all you do is rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It doesn't matter, let me tell you, it doesn't matter if it's a supplier you found or if it's one of the suppliers in the Buyers Club, because you're gonna upload your inventory file and it's gonna be part of that step 1, all right? So no matter how many suppliers you find, they end up in your step 1 along with our suppliers, so that the next time you log in, there they are, and you process it the exact same way, okay? So everybody, let's keep going here. We're gonna do a quick recap, right, of this. Yeah, I don't think it's even fair anymore to call it boring, because I'm so jacked up from just using it that one time. Oh, anyway, sorry about that, guys. All right, so in any event, this is pretty cool. I think we just showed you how to use the boring way to find profitable products by ignoring best sellers, right? So if you, how much was that one making again? Was it like 500 bucks a month? So if you had just 10 products like that, you're making $5,000 a month. Was my math correct? I haven't done math in a while. I'm pretty sure it's correct. All right. And if you're like me, you don't have time to be searching through tens of thousands of products one at a time to find your first profitable one. I think Profit Hunter kind of, put the exclamation mark on that idea, right? We already showed you how to get the suppliers, right? They give you the list of stuff to buy. That's what in their business of doing, selling stuff. Then we showed you how to filter through with Profit Hunter to find them automatically, right? And then you get your first products down to Amazon faster and easier than ever. Now, you want to see some unsexy product examples. I mean, the stuff that Profit Hunter finds, right? I mean, if we had time to do it live, we would do it and just show you, but this is what the kind of stuff it comes up with, okay? Gun cleaner, okay? If you look at this, it's not FBA, wide open opportunity, 200 customer reviews, very, very, gonna sell very, very well for you. You'll make a lot of money. Matter of fact, it sells $27,000 a month in revenue, okay? How about this one? Binoculars, right? Very cool. I mean, you can get this through one of our suppliers, all right? How much money are you gonna make? Ooh, you can make 12 grand a month selling these exact binoculars, okay? How about a heated mattress pad? Is that unsexy enough for you? Ooh, okay, all right. It's a $75 item. Look at the amount of money in mattress pads, just crazy. How about, I don't even know what the frick this is, an Epson ink maintenance cartridge, okay? Pretty unsexy, pretty mainstream. Don't think this is on anybody's top 100 list. Don't think anyone's calling any suppliers, say, I want to sell that, right? No, but $5 grand a month in revenue, okay? How about, oh, excuse me. I'm not quite sure what these are, but whatever they are, they make money, okay? I'm just gonna run right back that one. Bonding cream, and no, this is not for relationships, okay? But it is to make some money. How about $6 grand a month for bonding cream? Tooth gel, kids tooth gel, okay? 19,000 bucks a month. How about this gamer pouch? Yeah, okay. If you have this in your home, we won't go down that road. Okay, anyway, $3 grand a month, all right? How about a hammer and punch set? And I don't think this is to do violence, okay? I think this actually has this is some sort of tool, right? $31,000 a month. Whoa. Okay, who picked these products? Yeah, $212,000 a month, 18,000, 40,000. All right, these are the kind of stuff you guys have access to. So I got a real serious question, and it's on the board, right? We made some promises at the beginning of this presentation that we're going to show you our boring blueprint. All right, do me a favor. Just let me know in the chat box. Did we keep our promise? I mean, have we delivered on what we said we were going to do? Justin thinks I'm hilarious. Thank you. I think you might be the only one, Justin. My partners are answering these questions going, is this dude drunk today? It's just spring water, I promise. I'm just excited, okay? I'm just really excited because you guys finally got to the point where you were able to see Profit Hunter, and I think you should be blown away, right?
Yeah,
okay.
we're getting just so much good feedback in there. People love the demo. I think we're just blown away by the different types of weird and wonderful products that we're selling and the kind of money that we can make from them. Before we get into more of this presentation, I just want to be 200% sure that everyone is on the same page. So if you boil down the method that Todd has been going through to the 4 main components, what we've got here is you're buying a physical product from a distributor who's located in the United States. Okay, you're going to send that off to Amazon. You're going to sell it for a 30 to 50% margin, and you're going to sell it within a couple of weeks. So you're leveraging these rapid inventory cycles. Okay, does that make sense to everyone? Give me a 1 in the chat box if this makes sense. I want to make sure we're not leaving anyone behind. Everyone's getting this. Yep. Awesome. Okay, and we will have more time for questions at the end, so stand by for that. Some of the most common questions we get, though, are, do you need to be in the United States? Absolutely not. It doesn't matter where you are. Of the 517 beta testers that we had in 2017, they were located all over the world. Okay, I'm down here in Argentina, from New Zealand originally. I can run this business from here, no problem at all. So it doesn't matter where you are. Do you need some kind of a reseller certificate? Well, you certainly don't if you're working with us, and I'll explain why shortly. Sometimes a wholesaler could ask you for a reseller certificate, but it's nothing to be worried about. It's just a simple thing that you can get, and not all of them are going to ask for that anyway. And again, if you're working with us, then you won't need that anyway, okay? Because you can leverage what we've already got, okay? Do you need a USA bank account or a USA company? No, you don't. Is it difficult to find suppliers? Absolutely not. These suppliers are screaming out to work with you. Okay, is saturation a problem? No. There are tens of thousands of products. I mean, Todd showed you in the live demo, there was something like 12,000 products from one supplier. That's just one supplier, and in that he found 86 opportunities today. Now, if he ran that same supplier next week, he'd probably find 86 new opportunities as well, because these guys are adding in new inventory all the time. So using this business model, you can bypass all the common headaches that plague most e-commerce businesses. It's new, it's different, it's easier than ever before, it's faster, and it gives you more potential for profit than the models that have come before. So everything you need to build this business is included in our 7-figure cycle program, and I'm going to walk you through the exact components of that right now. The first thing I want to mention, though, is what it can do for you. And ultimately, and this is what I think excites most people, is the freedom aspect. It can give you financial freedom, no doubt about it. Okay, you can make, there's no ceiling on the money you can make. Okay, location freedom. You can run this business from anywhere in the world. All you need is an internet connection. And time freedom. This one's really important to me. I've got a 1-year-old son, and because of the nature of this business, I'm not, working at 40 hours a week. In fact, this business can be run on just 4 or 5 hours a week. So you can have all the time freedom that you need to free up time to spend with your family and loved ones. You can quit your day job if you want to, and you can certainly eliminate money problems forever so that you can live life on your terms. That's what's at stake here. That's what this program can do for you. There are 7 key steps that we walk through. We start with identifying a supplier. We scan through their listings using Profit Hunter. You saw how powerful that was, how quick it was. It took Todd just a couple of minutes to do that. Identify the winner, buy it, send it into Amazon. It's going to sell, you're going to profit and get paid. Pretty simple. This is not rocket science. In your first 4 weeks, you'll see how we do this. Okay, here's Michaela, $734 in her first few weeks working this system. We've got 8 core components to the 7-figure cycle method. The first is the master blueprint. This is your top secret recipe. It shows you exactly how the process works. Start to finish documentation, including standard operating procedures, templates, tools, everything that you could possibly need to absolutely nail it with this business model. This blueprint is your key to the kingdom and how you could change your life forever. We've done all of the experimentation for you. We've done all the hard work figuring it all out for you. So you can just come in, use this, and start making money. The nerve center is what we call our operations hub. Okay, this is where we can take care of all of your logistics for you at no extra cost initially. Okay, this is the ability to use our warehouses and our infrastructure to process all of your inventory. You never have to touch any of your inventory. Okay, and that's again an enormous advantage. This is something that we've invested literally hundreds of thousands of dollars into setting up. You can avoid those hundreds of thousands of dollars just by tapping into what we've built here. That's the nerve center. Game changer number 3 is the money-making products. Okay, we're gonna, not only are we going to teach you how to mine for gold and uncover these opportunities, but we're gonna give you a money-making product. Okay, all you need to do is to buy the product, send it into Amazon, and you'll be able to make money. And it might be like one of those ones that Todd found that is going to make you $500 a month. Okay, maybe it'll make you $300 a month. But the point of this, more than the money, is just so that you get into that positive cycle. You see that it absolutely works firsthand, and then you can just scale up from there. So we've literally done this for you, okay? And the money-making products, this is one of the reasons why we have to cap our member intake, okay? Because we can't, I mean, we've got a limit to the number of these that we're willing to give away. So the success predictor is the fourth game changer. This is our top secret vault of product sales data and how we know the sales of any product in Amazon. This is how we give the green light on profitable products. It's absolutely critical that you're able to analyze the sales velocity of a product that you're considering. The last thing you want to do is to buy a product that just doesn't sell, okay? Now, that's not going to happen to you because of this amazing data that we've got. But other people who don't have access to this are playing a game of chance, okay? But we can eliminate all of that risk for you. That's the success predictor data. Now, game changer number 5 is the Buyers Club. We've done the supplier research for you here. We've pre-made contracts with lots and lots of suppliers so that you can buy products through us. Effectively, what you're doing is buying kind of from us. We don't charge anything or add anything on top. We're just doing this to streamline everything for you so that you can bypass the occasional red tape that some sellers may face. It allows you to accelerate your results, get the money running in faster, okay? Game changer number 6 is Profit Hunter. This is the ability to analyze thousands of products at the click of a button. It turns a slow process into a fast one. I mean, you guys saw this. It's so powerful. And it's the absolute key to scaling your business and running your business in the least amount of time humanly possible. This is an amazing tool. And quite frankly, this is worth the price of admission alone. I think the value that we've put on this one, $1,497, is too low, quite frankly, just because of what this is actually going to give you the ability to do. Game changer number 7 is the Seller Society. Now, this is our members-only Facebook community. It's locked down to members. It's where you can connect with not just Todd, Steve, Chris, and I, but lots of all of the other members as well. Keep your finger on the pulse of advanced and new tactics. Ask questions, get support, stay motivated, and hold yourself accountable. Okay, accountability is somewhere that people sometimes fall down, but we can hold you accountable every step of the way inside the Seller Society. And then game changer number 8 is the expert coaching. This is access to Steve, Todd, Chris, and I, and all of our team to ensure that you can get to the finish line. If you're worried about anything at all, don't be. We've helped thousands of people build successful businesses in the past. We've got that experience of helping those 517 people build extremely lucrative businesses in 2017 using this exact same model. So we've got you well and truly covered. This is incredibly valuable, and it's a huge investment of time on our part. We charge $12,000 a year for one-on-one coaching and mentoring, and you're getting access not just to us, but to our coaches and much, much more. So 3 important limitations, guys. There are 3 special bonuses which we've got in this workshop for people who are on this workshop. The first is Profit Hunter, and we're going to make these available to the first 20 people that jump in, okay, on this workshop. If you've already jumped in, then we'll make sure you get this as well. Profit Hunter is a tool that allows you to reverse engineer your way to success. So it's a calculator that will tell you how many sales per day you need to make in order to hit your goals. It's a cool tool, and it gives you complete clarity on what your objectives should be. Bonus number 2 is the Test Tribe. If you want to join us on the front line as we battle test new technology, new training, new tactics, then this is your invitation. That's what the Test Tribe is all about. Obviously, we can't have everyone as part of our testing tribe. It needs to be small by nature, and this is your invitation. It's got a value of $1,000. The Success Panel Q&A is next. This is where you'll be invited to a private training call with some of our most successful students, and you'll be able to get their take on the best course of action and learn from the mistakes and the successes that they've made so that you can fast track your way to making money and succeeding with this. So every single one of these components has been designed for a reason to help you. I mean, you saw the power of Profit Hunter, okay? You saw the power of Profit Hunter, and the other tools and the other resources here are just as powerful at doing different things. The Buyers Club is absolutely amazing resource that's going to allow you to hit the ground running because you're leveraging all of our years of relationships that we've built up with suppliers. The Success Predictor, that data is absolutely amazing. We're giving you a money-making product. Now, if this is a product that's going to make you $500 a month, month after month after month, as an example, then what value would you give that? It's incredibly valuable, okay? If you add all of this up, it comes to $31,976. And this is not something that we've just slapped together in a couple of weeks. This has been a labor of love for over a year, okay? Putting all of this together, putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. Now, we've invested hundreds of thousands, literally over $400,000 in making all of this possible. And we've got no problem in doing that because we need that for our own business anyway, okay? But I want you to know that what you're getting access to here is an amazing infrastructure, amazing training, amazing tools. We've really gone all out to ensure that you are coming in on the top floor and you're not going to be disappointed. This is extremely limited. Our personal time is being invested here. We obviously are limited in the number of people that we can help. We've got a limited number of those money-making products, so we can't bring in thousands and thousands of members. The spaces will fill up fast. We'll shut down as soon as we hit capacity, just like we always do. We've got no plans to ever reopen this. This will not be available for long. We've not reopened any of our last 5 training programs. When the doors closed, they are closed. The last time we did a training program was in February 2017, a public one, okay, February 2017. And since then, the doors have been closed. This is the first time that we've opened the doors to allow anyone to work with us since then. And it's going to be the only time we do a student intake in 2018. So I really hope that you don't miss out on this. It's enormously valuable. You won't pay $31,976. You won't pay $14,997. Now, $9,997, if all this does is gives you an extra $5,000 per month spending money for the foreseeable future, month after month after month, would that be a good investment of $9,997? Hopefully you can see that it would be. If all this does is clear your debt to allow you to pay the rent, pay the mortgage every single month without having to worry, would that be worth $9,997? Hopefully you can see that it would be. Now, we know that $9,997 is not accessible to everyone, and we're not going to ask you for that. We won't even ask you for $4,997. You can get complete access today for 3 payments of $997. The link is on the screen there. We do have a $494 discount if you take the one-time payment option. What you need to go to is sevenfigurecycle.com, and you can see the link on the screen there, sevenfigurecycle.com/start. Go to that URL and sign up. We're going to get that URL in the chat box as well. We are 100% committed to your success. We'll do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to ensure that you succeed with this. You've got 60 days to test this out for yourself. We're giving you a 100% money back guarantee. So again, you've got nothing to lose, everything to gain here. You can take this for a test drive yourself, and you can be making money well inside the first 60 days. In fact, in a few short weeks, you'll be able to be making money from this system. Now, you might be wondering, okay, great, I'm 100% covered for the investment in 7-Figure Cycle, but what happens if you follow along and you just can't get it to work? Well, we are incredibly proud and excited to be able to offer you a double your money back guarantee. Now, this is something that most people would think is absolutely insane, but we can offer you a double your money back guarantee because we know this works, okay? We've got 100% certainty that this works. If you follow the system, you will get results. So as long as you follow every step of the training curriculum without deviation, actively use our support system and our tools and our resources, we guarantee to not only refund your purchase, but double your money back if for some weird reason you're unable to make sales. That is how confident we are. We're trying to remove any doubt that you might have and make this a complete no-brainer for you because we would love to work with you. We want to change your life and don't want anything to prevent you from giving this a try. You have nothing to lose here and everything to gain. Spaces are filling up fast and are only available on a first-come, first-served basis. We are very limited in the number of people that we can help, so you need to move fast or you will miss out on this. The registration period is ending soon. If you visit the URL and see that it says sold out, then I'm sorry, but it looks like you've missed it. Guys, I've just had a couple of people saying that URL there isn't working. Can some people just open that up for me and just make sure that it is actually working, and let me know in the chat box, please, once you've done that. Just go to that URL and just open it up. I'm just looking for a few people to confirm that for me. Okay, all right. It looks like it is working, but just open it up on your end just to make sure anyway. And then once you have done that, let me know if you've jumped in, so I can add you to the first 20 bonuses. Or if you're in the process of jumping in, then let me know that you're in the process of jumping in as well, and we'll make sure that you get the bonus. Now, if you wait just one more day to register, you could miss out. I mean, we are literally getting very, very close to capping out here with our membership levels, and we will shut this down as soon as we hit our limit. Once the registration period ends, that's it. 0 extra people will be allowed in. Okay, last time we had people begging us to let them in, and we shut down the doors in February 2017. This is the only time we're going to be opening the doors in 2018. Okay, so guys, you need to jump in now if you want to do this. You can see the URL on the screen there. Go to that link, sign up. You can take the split payment plan. You can take the one-time payment plan if you want to. Get started, and we will see you on the inside. Now, if you ask me what is the absolute #1 reason that I think you should do this, I'll tell you that I think it's time. Okay, money is a resource which can go up or down, but time is not a renewable resource. Time is always ticking down. Time is precious. It took me 2 years of trial and error to get to the point where I was able to quit my day job and enjoy living and running my online business. 2 years, that's way too long. It shouldn't take that long, okay? But that's what happened to me. Now, our students have been able to get results in just weeks. Look at Jackie, who has 2 young children, works part-time job, and is earning 5 figures per month now. Dave, who's doing between $8,000 to $10,000 per day in sales. He's in the UK. Bill, 250 grand a year. Josiah, $83,000 per month. That's over $1 million per year. Kevin is crushing it. He's been working with us for 9 months, and his monthly gross sales are over 6 figures now. Everything that you need to succeed is included here. We've got you 100% covered, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure that you succeed with this. We have got those 20 action taken bonuses available, and I'm going to get an update on how many of those have already been taken in just a second. One is the profit calculator. The second is the test drive. This is your invitation to be a beta tester with us. And the third is a success panel Q&A. What I want to do right now is I'm going to actually jump over to the web. So bear with me just for a second here while I bring up my browser. And I want to show you how you can jump in. Okay, so I'll just I'm here on my browser. Okay, and as you can see, there are 2 different options that you can take. You've got the one-time payment option. Most people are taking this. It looks like in the chat box, not in the chat box, sorry, in the back end of our system, I can see that about 70% of people, 3/4 of people are actually taking this one here because of the $494 discount. But the payment plan is there and available to you if you want it. Now, if you want to take one of these, just click on the button, and you'll be taken through to the checkout page. You can select your country up here, put in your name, your credit card number. You can pay with PayPal if you want to. This is all done through ClickBank. You can see that the 60-day money-back guarantee is on there, and you can be in. You can sign up immediately, and you'll be on the inside. So we would really love to have you with us, okay? But you do need to take the leap of faith and jump in right now. And I'm just getting an update from Steve in the background that we've actually had 29 people have just jumped in. So we've gone past the 20 spots that I had in that bonus. But what we'll do is, because I didn't give you an update, we'll make it available to 40 people who are on this call now. So there's another 11 of those spots. If you want to be in that last 11 and are in the process of making that happen, please just let me know in the chat box so I can get your name. The reason we need your name in the chat box is because we match up the name of we match up your name with the bonus. Okay, so that's why we need to know if you're going to be jumping in, if you're in the process of jumping in. So Laura says paying now. Subdork is getting in. Judy is getting in. Andrew is getting in. Mustafa is getting in. Bunny is getting in. I can't keep up with this, guys. I think it was Vladimir is getting in. we are going to take some questions in just a moment. So, all right then. Actually, I'll take a couple of questions right now, and I can see a couple that a few people have been asking here. Sharon said, how much time is required? I hold a very busy corporate job and I've got 2 kids. Will I be able to do this? Yeah, I think you will, Sharon. I mean, at a benchmark, what we hope that you can achieve is between 4 to 5 hours per week, okay, at a sort of a minimum. That's going to give you enough time to get things up and running, to go through the training, but also to build your business and see money coming in. You saw Todd earlier do a live demo of the software, and it took him like 2 minutes to find a winning product. And to purchase that product would have taken just another 30 seconds or so. So it doesn't take a lot of time to get things up and running, but we do have some training for you to go through as well. Now, Terry said, what about the money required? What's the realistic startup budget? Once you're on the inside, Terry, you need to place an inventory order to be able to get going. But that's the only cost that I can think of that you're going to have once you're on the inside. You don't have to buy a website or anything like that. You just have to place an inventory order. You can see that again in the demo, referring to the demo that Todd did, he was able to find a product which I think was costing him $8.22 or something. And in his example, he was going to order 10 of them. So that would be $82. Now, that's just an example. You could get started for $30 or $40 if you wanted to. The amount of money that you want to invest in inventory is completely up to you. There's not really a lower limit. Occasionally, distributors will say they've got a minimum order quantity of $100 or something, but that's that's definitely the minority. These are distributors, they're not manufacturers, so they don't have minimum order quantities like you'd be used to getting in dealing with China or something like that. Hazel said, I'm based in Australia. Is this going to work for me? Yeah, no problem at all, Hazel. There's no reason why it's not going to work for you being down there in Australia. Is saturation an issue? No, saturation is definitely not an issue. We've got you well and truly covered there with that, because this is a business model where there are thousands and thousands and thousands of distributors, and each of those distributors can have thousands and thousands of products. Okay. What about Amazon category approval? Well, there are some gated categories in Amazon, Ryan, and we're going to talk to you about how you can get into those. However, there are completely ungated categories, so it's just a non-issue. Just seeing what else we've got here. Steve or Todd, if you guys have, Todd, I think you saw a couple of things that you had tagged earlier. Do you want to take them now?
Yeah, no, I can definitely grab a couple. I saw a lot of commonality about inventory management. So they're saying, okay, I spend a few minutes, I get a profitable product, goes to Amazon, and starts selling. It's going to sell out. So how do I handle, or it's not even so much how do I handle reordering, it's more along the lines of how much time is that going to take? Well, let me tell you, that's a real good problem to have, okay? So yeah, eventually once you get a bunch of products down there selling, you need to plan on reordering before you run out. And there is software that allows you to manage that. So it's manageable in the beginning. Then when you start making money, you're going to start looking for solutions to those problems, okay? And we'll definitely be happy to point you in the right direction and give you training on how to do that, so it doesn't take any longer, to manage all of your selling items than it does to buy them in the first place and to find them. Don't worry about that. Let's see. We be the only distributor for the wholesale that's allowed to sell Amazon? No, it's free market. Okay, so and this is actually, this is actually a really good point, because it brings up this whole another point about why this business model works so well. Amazon loves having, and this may seem counterintuitive to, especially if you've done private label, they love having multiple sellers on the same product. And you're like probably scratching and going, gosh, why is that? Here's why. Amazon is all about the customer experience. So if there's one seller of a blue widget and he runs out of inventory, all of a sudden customers are having a bad experience because they can't. So in order to make sure that things like that, real simple stuff, doesn't happen, Amazon lets multiple sellers on the same product, and they then rotate the sales among those sellers as long as you meet two simple criteria. Doesn't matter if you're a new seller, real expensive seller, you meet these two criteria. One, your inventory is down at FBA, all right? So that's pretty simple because you're going to send your inventory down to FBA. That's what we train. Two, you're priced competitively, okay? And all that means is when you did the analysis through Profit Hunter, it gave you that analysis at a certain price, right? Stay right around that price. The other sellers are going to stay right around that price, okay? Why? Because they're getting sales. It's being rotated. It makes no sense to drop your price, right? Because the only thing that's going to happen is other people are going to drop their price, and now they're going to get the same number of sales at a lower price. So the beauty of this system is it actually keeps prices up, all right? It keeps people profitable, and we'll show you how to deal with all of that. How do we pay the distributors? Can we use credit cards? Yeah, I almost exclusively recommend you guys go to Capital One and get a Spark card. 2% cash back. Go to Capital One, get a Quicksilver card. Go to Citibank, get a double cash rewards card. I get 2% cash back on all my inventory purchases, okay? That's a good thing, all right? Distributors love the credit cards. I have some distributors, you know, and you're going to see this after you work with them for a while. They're just going to put you on terms. They're going to say, hey, we're going to put you on terms. Take 30 days to pay because we want to make it easier for you to help you grow your business. Oh, and at the end of the 30 days, go ahead and pay us with a credit card. Okay. We have lots of suppliers like that. Do we help with ungating? All right. Well, as far as category ungating, that's pretty simple now. Amazon's making that a lot more streamlined. As far as brand ungating, you're buying these brands from authorized distributors. These distributors are authorized to sell these brands, okay? So if there's ever a question, if Amazon's like, hey, send us an invoice, you have the invoice from the distributor that you're dealing with, all right? So you're set there. Let's see here. Shipment costs, okay, and warehouse prep. All right, yeah, it costs money to get the stuff down to Amazon, and Amazon knows this, and Amazon loves their sellers. By the way, this what we're talking about, being a third-party seller on Amazon, is one of the 3 pillars of Amazon's business. When Jeff Bezos talks about his vision for Amazon a year now, this marketplace, us, the sellers, is one of its main pillars, accounted for something like 55 or 60% of all of the revenue that Amazon pulled in. So in any event, they want to make it easy for you and cheap to get the stuff down to FBA. So we get to use Amazon's UPS account to ship to Amazon. Do you have any idea of the kind of discount Amazon has? I can't even give you dollar amounts. I have to tell you in a price per pound. We pay on average 35 cents a pound to ship stuff to Amazon. Try to ship a pound of something through your UPS account, okay? What are you paying, 8, 9, 10 bucks? It's crazy. So getting the stuff to Amazon is really cheap. Now, of course, it's in FBA. It's in the Prime program. So Amazon shipping this stuff out for you, second day air, charging you, again, pennies per pound, okay? So all of these fees, though, you don't have to worry about it. Do not get so, granular. The fees are accounted for in Profit Hunter. It's not going to show you a profitable item if it's not profitable. And that means fees, the cost, everything. It's in there. All right. What do we got here?
Hey, Todd, I've got a few extra things I want to throw in here in a moment. But what I think I'll do right now is just give people a recap. Actually, before I give you a recap, guys, would you like to see an example of a product on Amazon? And just a bit more about how this works. So I could show you a product on Amazon. I've got one built into the slides actually, which you might find useful. Yep, so a few yeses coming in there. Let me just jump to that because I do think that will help. And then I'll give you a recap of what we're going to be doing here. And then I'm going to be showing you a special bonus that we didn't have planned, but you guys are awesome, so we're gonna throw it in. So here you can see a shoe shine brush, okay, and you see that red arrow. It's pointing down to where it says 7 new offers. 7 new offers. Just give me a 1 in the chat box if you've been browsing around Amazon at some stage in the past and you've seen this kind of thing where you see a product and it might has multiple people. Okay, so it looks like there was a bit of a lag with the screen there. Let me know if you can see it now. You should be able to see it now, guys. I'm sorry about that. There was a bit of a lag with my something happened on my end there, but anyway, you can see it now. So that's a shoe shine brush, okay, and 7 different people are selling that exact same thing. Have you seen that in Amazon yourself when you're browsing around at some stage, how sometimes multiple people are selling the exact same thing? Yep. Well, that's some of those people are doing the exact same business that we're teaching you how to do, okay? And the thing to note is that Amazon doesn't want to have 7 different pages with the exact same product on it. That's why they make those 7 sellers share the exact same page. So if, let's say you find a supplier and your supplier has this shoe shine brush, okay, and you want to sell this shoe shine brush, you'll just come over to this listing and you'll click a button that says that you want to sell it, and you'll be able to add it here. So then it'll say that there are 8 people selling that instead of 7, okay? But let's just assume there are 7 at the moment. This is, if you click on where it says 7 new sellers, you'll be shown this page. You can only see 4 of them here, but there are 7. And you'll notice that these other sellers, they're all selling it at the exact same price. And what Amazon does is it's dividing the sales between these people. So if there are 70 different sales in a day, then Amazon will give each of the 7 different sellers 10 sales. So if you're on here, that's kind of the amount of sales that you would get as well, okay? Because you're sharing the sales velocity and you're sharing the Amazon listing, the reviews, the description, the photos with the other sellers. Does that make sense, guys? Just give me a 1 if that makes sense. I'm trying to just make sure that you can see how that works exactly. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so it's really, really simple. And because of that, it means that what you can do is get started very quickly without having to worry about driving traffic, because these products have already got a foothold in Amazon. That's why traffic has been completely eliminated. Okay, the traffic problem has been completely eliminated. So a few things just to work through here. I want to recap the main points, the main things that you're getting, and then I'm going to go over and give you a very special bonus. So game changer number 1 is the master blueprint. This is the top secret recipe. It shows you exactly how this process works, start to finish documentation. The blueprint is your key to the kingdom and could change your life forever. It's got a value of $2,997. This is all of the intel that we've built up over the years using this business model, and you get everything. Okay. Game changer number 2 is the nerve center. This is your personalized operations hub. Because of our infrastructure and your ability to use it, you can completely avoid touching your inventory forever. Okay, you can run this business completely hands off. You can be sitting on a beach with your laptop somewhere if you want to, and we'll be handling all of the heavy lifting on the ground for you. Okay, so this is your access to our facilities to run your operation. A money-making product. We're going to give you a money-making product. Okay, this is something that I was screaming out for when I was getting started online. I just wanted someone to be able to give me a money-making product so that I'd have some money coming in. It gives you belief. It shows you that this works, and then you can just focus on scaling up from there. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. We've literally done the work for you. Success Predictor. This is our top secret data. It's our vault of product sales data. And it eliminates all of the risk so that you can identify these winners and move forward with them with complete peace of mind. The Buyers Club is where you can leverage all of our existing relationships with suppliers. We've got pre-made contracts with lots of distributors. So if you want to, you don't even have to talk to a distributor. You don't even have to talk to a supplier. You can just do it all through our Buyers Club. We've got tens of thousands of products in our Buyers Club. It's all hooked into Profit Hunter already. We don't charge anything or add anything on top for this. It's just designed to help streamline your success. Yeah, I mean, you can bypass a lot of the occasional red tape that can happen, accelerate your results. Profit Hunter, this is the ability to analyze thousands of products at the click of a button. You saw Todd do it earlier in just a matter of seconds. He was able to filter through 12,000 different products, get 86 winners, and then dive into each one. It's an absolute game changer. It's absolutely critical that you use this. If you want to scale your business, it's critical that you have this tool, okay? The Seller Society is the private Facebook community. It's where you're going to be able to connect with the 4 of us, plus other students and plus the coaches, get your questions answered, get support, motivation, and it's where we're going to be able to hold you accountable as well. And then you've got the expert coaching, access to the 4 of us and our team. This is enormously valuable because we've been there and done it, okay? Anything that you need, any specific help that you need to get, we're going to be there in the trenches working with you, okay? You're getting these 3 bonuses as well. We've actually gone over the limit there, but we're just going to find a way that we can make this this happen, okay? So there's a full recap of what you're getting. If you've already jumped in and you haven't typed your name in the chat box yet, please let me know. If you're in the process or about to get in, let me know that as well. What I want to do right now is jump over to the web, and we are running out of time here, but I'm going to do a very special offer for you, okay? I've got an 8-minute timer. Now, when that timer gets down to 0, I want you to have made up your mind one way or another, okay? Just commit to yourself to make a decision in the next 8 minutes, okay? We've given you all the information that you could possibly need, and I'm trying to give you a little push here because I know that this can change your life, okay? So what I'm going to do, while that timer counts down, I'm going to add in 4 special bonuses here, okay? These are bonuses that are going to help you grow your business. The first is called the Tax Extermination Dossier, okay? And this is a special presentation, actually, and it's got a value of $1,000 about how you can structure your business to minimize your tax burden, okay? Still obviously being 100% within the realms of the law, but what can you do to make sure that you've got things set up the way they need to be set up? Because if you don't have it set up the right way, then you're just leaving money on the table and you're paying more than what is your fair share to pay, okay? That's a special bonus for people that jump in the next 7 minutes. If you're already in, then we're going to make sure you get these bonuses as well, okay? The next bonus that we've got is the Influencer Marketing Blueprint. This is a live presentation, okay, and you're going to get this. We're going to deliver these bonuses in the next couple of weeks. Once you're on the inside, the influencer marketing blueprint is how you can leverage influencers to build your business. Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of online business you're using. Influencer marketing can help. Okay, it's not specifically needed for what we're doing with the 7-figure cycle, but if you've got any other kind of online business that you're doing now or in the future, then that's going to help. The third bonus that we've got for you is our 2018 social marketing plan. And what this is the plan that we've laid out. We've got a social media marketing manager on our team now, and all she does for each of our businesses each day is plan out and implement our social media strategies. So you're going to get the complete blueprint that we're using in our businesses, and we've got 5 different multi-million-dollar companies that we run, and each one of them has got a unique social media plan. So you're going to get the social media marketing plan that we use in our businesses in 2018. We've never given these bonuses to anyone in the past, okay, by the way, but you're getting them if you're in the next 5 minutes. And the fourth one is 10 business growth hacks. This is a presentation I gave recently to a high-level mastermind that we run, and it's never been seen by anyone else. There were 35 people in the room who had paid $10,000 to be there. You're going to get all of those, but you do need to take the leap of faith right now, guys. I'm going to jump back over to the slides because I do want to recap on a couple of things just while that timer ticks down. You have got about 5 minutes left to make your decision. If you're going to jump in, please just let me know in the chat box right now that you're in the process, you've made the decision that you're going to jump in. There are a couple of other things that I want to talk about in the meantime. And just before I do that, I saw that Martin said that he wanted to jump in, but he was afraid. I completely get that, Martin, and fear is a big roadblock for lots of people, and it's a shame, really, because it's like a natural reaction. People don't want to put themselves out there and be harmed in any way. But just talking about fear for a moment, you've really got nothing to lose here. We've said that a few times. You certainly don't have any money that you could possibly lose here, because you've got 60 days to ask for your money back if you want to, and we've got your double your money back guarantee on top of that as well if you work through the system and just can't make sales and get it to work for you. Okay. The other thing is just on a personal note, the best successes that I've had in my life have come from when I've gone from outside of my comfort zone. Okay, when I've done something new or different, that's when the magic often happens. So it's okay to be afraid, but you should just do it anyway. Okay, and that would be my advice to you. If you want 2018 to be different to 2017, then you have to do things differently. And this is one thing that you can do differently to shake things up and fast track your business success, because we've got absolutely everything that you could need to succeed with this. And the snowball effect that you're seeing right here, this is one of the best parts of this business model. It's that you can grow your money almost on autopilot, because you're turning it over every couple of weeks. If you were to study the wealthiest people on the planet, you'd find that they all got rich by leveraging some kind of a compounding effect with their money. And that's exactly what you're doing here. Okay, it's incredibly powerful and it works amazingly well. The other thing about this business model is traffic. Okay, traffic is absolutely key. And for the first time ever that I can remember, we've completely eliminated the traffic problem, because you don't have to run any Facebook ads. You don't have to worry about getting organically ranked in Amazon or Google. You don't have any paid Google ads or anything like that. The traffic is 100% taken care of, because you're leveraging an existing listing inside of Amazon, which has already got a foothold. Okay, so that traffic is there and waiting for you. If you can get traffic, you can make money. Okay, you can see the kind of results that our students have got: $3 million in 1 year, $63,000 in, the fourth month, hundreds of thousands of dollars, not just in the USA, but in the UK as well. We're going to show you how to do that. 400 grand in 30 days. I mean, you can do this. The dream is real. All you have to do is take the first step. It's easy to think about all the different barriers that are coming, or that you might think are coming, but right now you've only got one decision in front of you. It's either you jump in and you give yourself a chance to make a positive change in your life, or you don't. You stay on the outside. And I would love for you to give us a chance, whether you've worked with us in the past or whether you're hearing from us for the very first time today. I would just love for you to give yourself a chance to succeed at this, because you deserve it as much as anyone else does. And if there are hundreds and hundreds of other people, even thousands of people out there succeeding with this, then why the hell can't you as well? Absolutely, you can. It doesn't matter where you are, but you do need to take the leap of faith, and you do need to jump in. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. This is what I was talking about before. If you want to make change happen, then you need to initiate it. We can give you and tell you all about how to do it, but unless you jump in and actually do it, then nothing. It's worth nothing. Okay. What's the worst that could happen here? You've got zero financial risk. You're 100% backed up. All you need to do is invest a little bit of your time, and it could pay off for years and years and years to come. Okay, guys. Now, I've got 47 seconds left on that timer right now. Let me know if you've decided that you are going to jump in. We would love to have you with us. If you jump in before that, if you let me know that you're jumping in before that timer runs down, then I'm going to make sure you get these four special bonuses, okay, guys? And again, I would just love to have you with us. We take this seriously. We never get tired of hearing the amazing success stories from our students. And I tell you what, you could be the next student to have that kind of success. So type in the chat box now if you're jumping in. If you're still on the fence, let me know why you're on the fence. I want to be able to talk to you and make sure that you can make an informed decision. There's nothing worse than seeing an opportunity like this, but having a unanswered question or something that you're just not too sure about. Okay, so I want to make sure that we completely resolve any questions that you may have here. I can see that a bunch of people have already jumped in. Joe says, what about taxes? Don't worry about it, Joe. We'll tell you how to deal with that once you're on the inside. It's not an issue at all. Amazon makes it all very, very easy for you. Christine says, the only reason I'm on the fence is the cost. I understand that, Christine. We do have the split part payment plan for you to look at. I would just encourage you to have a look at that and see if you can make that work. The good news about this business model is it doesn't take long to see money coming in. So you could certainly be seeing money coming in before your next payment is due. And if you've got enough money today to jump in, but you're not sure if you're going to have enough money later, then worry about that later, okay? Because all you need to do right now is get your foot in the door, okay? You don't know what's going to happen in the next 30 days. Also, the other thing to note is that if you've got enough money today, but then your financial situation changes, then within 60 days, you can always get a refund anyway, okay? If you have already jumped in, I would love to know why you've jumped in. So just let us know in the question box as well. Dia says, I'm very interested, but my problem is that I must have an EIN from the IRS as I'm in Egypt. That's actually not true, Dia. You don't need an EIN. I know exactly what you're talking about. And I thought the same thing because I'm down here in Argentina. But using our program, there's a way that you can completely avoid that that problem. Okay. Someone said they had a problem jump paying with the credit card. Who was that? I'm going to put a email in the chat box now. Okay. And this is how you can reach out to us if you've had any issues paying. Okay. I'm just typing it in here. It's questions@sevenfigurecycle.com. If you've got any questions or you've had an issue on the payment screen, you can contact us at questions@sevenfigurecycle.com. We are going to be shutting that down, this workshop down very, very soon. Okay, so Anna said that she had an issue paying as well. So there are a couple of payment methods, guys. There is PayPal, but there's also credit cards. So if you struggled with credit card, you could always try with PayPal. You will have instant access to the members area and be able to actually get started, by the way. Okay. Ryan said he just made the payment. Congratulations, Ryan. That is awesome, buddy. I'm happy for you, and I'm happy for everyone else that's jumped in because I'll tell you what, those of you that are jumping in, you're going to remember this moment when you were on this workshop with us and you took this leap of faith and you jumped in. You're going to look back at this in a few weeks' time and just be so happy that you took that leap of faith. Okay. I know it's scary sometimes, but this is where the magic happens. So awesome. Congratulations. What other things have we got there? I'm just looking, browsing through. If you've got a burning question, guys, type it in the question box now. I may not have seen it because we've still got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on this call. Steve, I don't know if you've seen any common questions come up there that you want to address now before we finish up, or?
Oof. I've been answering about 1 million questions, so I'm not sure that there's really. I mean, you've answered most of the ones that were the common ones. So honestly, I'm not sure that I have any more that are like really common.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't think I do.
Actually, I think, let me just see. I need to check something with Tim here. Steve, I'm just going to send you a message in the background.
Okay.
And let's see. When does the training and the tool go live? The training is already in the members area. You can get started. Can you do more than 2 inventory cycles per month? I think 2 is a good benchmark. I think you'd struggle to do more than that, to be honest with you. You might be able to do 3, like every 10 days, but I think you'll be pushing it, okay? And what I was checking in the background, guys, is I had completely forgotten that we were going to give away, on these special calls today, we're going to give away $5,000, $2,500 in this one and $2,500 in the next one, okay? So I'm going to let Steve, just when he comes back, he's sorting out some things behind the scenes. I'm going to let Steve just randomly select someone here to win $2,500 cash. So Steve, just when you've found someone, just feel free to announce it. In the meantime, I'll keep.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, go for it.
So from people who I've been interacting, I just randomly scrolled through the chat box, and Russ Turner is the winner.
Russ Turner, congratulations.
Russ, what I need you to do is put into the chat box your email address, please.
And Ross said great.
I need more than that
one. That's awesome. Congratulations, Russ. What other questions have we got? Just seeing if we've got any other burning questions in the question box here. Otherwise, we are going to
I got it.
Shut this down.
I got Russ's email.
Okay. We are coming up on a hard stop now, Aiden.
Yeah, okay. DD says, I really want to try this, but I'm really worried it's not going to work because there are a ton of sellers in Amazon. Do you want to take that one, Todd? And then I think we'll just wrap it up after that because we do have another appointment.
Okay. Because Amazon's filled with a ton of sellers. Yeah, there's like 2 million of them. Okay, matter of fact. All right, but I don't understand where the worry comes in.
I guess he might be worried about saturation or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, what Profit Hunter does is only going to show you the opportunities where there's room for another seller. So you need to get in there and take that spot before somebody else does, right? Because once that item has enough sellers, it's not going to be profitable, or it's not going to be a good Profit Hunter product. It's not going to present it to somebody else. Okay. Yeah. So there can be, it depends on the volume that product sells in a month. I think Aiden gave this example. If it's selling 1,000 units a month and there's 10 sellers on it and they're all priced competitively, they're each going to get 100 sales, right? So we don't really worry about anybody else. We just run the software, do what we're trained, and the good things will happen. Don't be putting, I hate these imaginary obstacles, but again, you don't know. I mean, that's why you asked the question. But you're worrying about stuff you don't need to worry about. This is not our first rodeo. What is it, 56 years combined experience. We will not let you guys make rookie mistakes that other people that aren't properly trained or properly equipped with software are making, all right? Don't feel sorry for them, okay? Just be happy that you have this available to you. And take advantage of it.
All right, guys, we are going to shut this down now. The last question I want to take, though, is one that I've seen come up a few times, just saying, when is this shutting down? How much time do I have to get in? Look, it's going to be shutting down very, very soon. So I would just urge you to jump in as soon as humanly possible. If you do jump in, and there was another thing, a few people said they had to shift money onto their credit card, shift money between one bank account and another, talk to their husband or wife. I understand that. As long as you jump in before we shut the doors on this, before this is sold out, then I'll make sure you get those 4 special bonuses that I added in during that 8-minute period a few moments ago. Okay, but I would urge you, just move fast because this could be gone tomorrow. Okay, we do need to start the training in the members area. So guys, this is not going to be open for long. Time really is of the essence here. You really don't have much time to think about it, okay? If you want to think about it, what I would tell you to do is jump in and think about it while you're a member because you've got this money-back guarantee in place. One last slide that I have for you here. This is a gift for you to download. It's a PDF that reveals 5 boring products that each make over $10,000 per month, okay? So you can go ahead and you can download that one. And you can see some more examples of products that make a lot of money. So, guys, that's it from us today. Thank you so much to those of you that have jumped in with us. We look forward to getting to know you and working with you on the inside. And if you haven't jumped in, take a note down of that link because if you want to jump in later, that's the link that you can use, which you can see on the screen there, 7figurecycle.com/start. And we will be closing the doors down very, very soon. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We'll chat soon. Bye for now.